Alright, so today I'm going to clean half of this heat exchanger, and first I want to show it to you exactly how bad it is. You can kind of see how it's all clogged up right there, and also how bad it is right in there. I mean, this is so clogged up the water couldn't even circulate within the heat exchanger housing right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this right there, and I'm going to pour in only half level up to the heat exchanger, the marine growth and preventer product from Russco Marine. And that way we're going to leave it sit for just about a week, and then we'll see exactly how it cleaned it up. But I'm only going to fill it up about half full, and then I'm going to put about 50% of the remover preventer in it and about 50% of water. This is just regular tap water here, and I'm going to put about 50% into the heat exchanger. A little bit more water. Okay, that should probably do it right there. And now we're going to just let that sit for about a week, and then we're going to come back, and then I'm going to film and show you exactly how one side of the heat exchanger has been totally cleaned and clear of all the calcium, lime buildup, and the scale that's been built up in the heat exchanger there. So we'll come back in about a week. Okay, here we are. We're back to see how the solution worked. The Russco Marine solution worked on our heat exchanger here. It's actually been 2.5 weeks. I said a week. I couldn't get back here in a week, so it's been about 2.5 weeks. But you can see right here how the heat exchanger's been sitting in half of the solution just as we left it right there. So let's see how we did. And what we're going to do here is drain all of the water and solution out of it so we don't make a big mess here. You can see right here where it's been sitting in the solution. Totally clean this up. Boy, that looks good right there. A little rubbing on that. Boy, that's just cleaning that up nicely. And inside, oh, you got to look at this right here. Okay, let's get a good picture of this right here. Look how that, I want to get the light in there. Totally, look at, you can see where the solution's been sitting right here. The heat exchanger's been sitting in the solution. Look how clean these ribs are as opposed to these up here where it wasn't sitting in there. Totally cleaned up all the calcium, lime deposits in there. Unbelievable. That is just great right there. Let's see how it did on the side with the, oh, look at this. Look at that right there. You can see where it was sitting right here in the solution. The sides in the solution. Look how it cleaned the ribs up as opposed to where it wasn't sitting in the solution right there. That is unbelievable. Right there. This is what you want to keep your heat exchanger clean so that your engines don't overheat and burn up. This is the best solution on the market today. Absolutely unbelievable right there. It's the Russco Marine Growth Remover and Preventer product. You won't find a better product, and it's totally eco-friendly. Oh man, look at that gunk coming out of there. stuff Alright, what we have here is a raw water pump, a marine raw water pump for a 32A Caterpillar. And what I want to show you inside of the ports there, you can see if you look closely the calcium buildup on the ribs inside next to the impeller, and a lot of buildup on the sides. You can't see that one as well because of the shadows. But there you can see all of the calcium buildup and the lime deposits and stuff. This is just a used older water pump, and what we're going to do is we're going to take and put in the bowl there the Russco Marine growth preventer and remover. And what I want to do here, I'm going to fill it up entirely here like this, and what I want to do is I'm going to fill this thing up with straight solution, not diluted whatsoever, just a straight solution all the way up. That's 1 gallon right there. Perfectly fills that up right there. So we're going to leave that now for 30 days, and I want to show you how it will not harm any of the metal. It will not attack any of the gaskets or the rubber impeller, but I'm just going to let that sit, and then we'll come back after 30 days and I'll show you exactly how that just eats away that calcium and lime deposits and will make this raw water pump look practically brand new. Okay, here we are back at our raw water pump sitting in the Russco Marine growth remover and preventer product. And it's actually been 32 days now. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to set this up, and then we'll take it out of the solution. Get the solution out of it so we can see what's going on here. And then take a look at inside of these ports. And if I can get a good light here so that you can see how totally clean those are now. All the calcium, lime deposits are totally dissolved, totally gone. Look at that. It's all nice and clean. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the back of this pump off of here, and we'll see what's happened inside. Looks like the solution's kind of cleaned up some of the old paint off this thing too. So we'll pull the backing off here, and it's really kind of cleaned that up pretty nice. Now you can see inside here, well, first of all, this impeller is totally unharmed. This product will not hurt any rubber products whatsoever. You can see that the impeller looks brand new still, and even though it isn't, because it's a old water pump, you can see how it really cleaned up the entire inside of this pump. Looks really brand new too. But you can see the ribs down there where the impeller meets there. It looks totally brand new in there. So it didn't hurt the gaskets, didn't hurt the impeller, and it cleaned up the product. So what we have here is our injection system. It's the same product as our marine growth remover and preventer. This is just in a gallon jug, whereas this is in a 3.5 gallon pail. Our solenoid valve here is simply hooked up to 12-volt battery, and doesn't matter which lead goes to which one. This one here we have hooked up to the negative side of the battery. This one here is to the positive side of the 12-volt battery. And we have our momentary switch. I like these switches that we're using right now because you have a little tab here, and you just simply press that tab. This cylinder slides out, you unscrew the nut fitting, you drill a 7/8 inch hole, slides right into your panel or wherever you want to mount this, and then you simply just slide it back in, make sure your grooves are lined up, slide it back in, and there you have it. So works really well. And what we suggest is run your engines up right before shutdown. Run your engines up to 1200 RPM, and then you just hit this button right here. You can hear the solenoid valve opening up, And we showed you earlier how to hook up the quick connect fitting to your raw water pump here. This is the hose that attaches to the fittings. Make sure that you mount these hoses in a way that they don't get anywhere near any belts, pulleys, or anything that's going to cause a problem. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start the engines up, and I'll demonstrate how it takes the solution in there. We recommend that you hold it up, as I said, 1200 RPMs, and you hold this anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds. You can leave it in your engines as long as you want. It is going to be diluted with the seawater as it goes into your water pump, and so there's not going to be any harm to your impellers, any rubber parts, gaskets, metal, anything else, but it will keep the growth from accumulating within your heat exchanger and your engine.